Great way to open the show today as we've got the Lions quarterback, the division-winning Detroit Lions quarterback, the number one seed.
There you go.
Detroit Lions quarterback Jared Goff joins us at this time here on 97.1 The Ticket. Jared, as always, we've appreciated all season long. We know you well enough. We'll congratulate you on winning the division and getting the number one seed, but I know you always have bigger fish to fry and you got their eye on the prize, but how would you characterize the feelings today?
Yeah, it feels good. The last 48 hours, it's a good feeling knowing we got a little rest and get to decompress just a bit and get some guys back and get some extra sleep and the whole thing. And knowing we get a home game next week and knowing it's going to be against a team who's going to play a hard fourth quarter game this week. Yeah, it's all good things. And like you said, though, we know we got the big one we're all going after now and starts next week.
When do you actually start to go back to work and start to study film and stuff like that and get back to team activities?
I mean, we're in today.
Okay. So
we're doing
really,
stuff
not a whole lot of time to enjoy that then, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, we don't have, an opponent to prepare for, but yeah, we're in today doing a little work.
So you've already mentioned the rest. Is that basically the biggest part of this and getting guys back? Because I know after the game you were like, hey, it doesn't matter who's out there, but it will be nice to get some people back offensively, David Montgomery, maybe Carlton Davis defensively. How much can that give you a boost?
Yeah, getting anyone back is helpful just for body purposes. But like we've said in the past and like we've shown, it doesn't seem to matter. And certainly defensively with all the guys they have out, they don't care. Those guys are just a bunch of dogs who don't care. It's next man up, and they just keep on showing up, keep on coming out to play, and they're a dangerous crew right now, and I'm happy to have them on our side.
Is there anyone on that defense that in particular you're happy for? Guys that you saw battle as backups, you faced them in practice, that got on the field and made a play. Is there anybody that stands out?
I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, I don't know if I can single any one of them out. But I mean, I think the easy one this past week is Amik. He's playing nickel for us a lot throughout the season. He's moved out to corner with some of the corner injuries and had a big challenge this week. And Justin Jefferson's as good as they get in our league, and he was tasked with that and stood up to the challenge and not surprising to any of us. He's a hell of a player. He has been all year, and I think he kind of embodies that. He doesn't care, what you say, what you want, what how many guys we have out there, how big he is. He's just going to come out. He's going to play tough, sticky man coverage and make it hard on the opposing quarterback, and he just continues to do it.
Can you talk about that fourth down play you had, the conversion to Jamison Williams? I think it was 4th and 6, and it looks like it was one of these blitz buster plays that you have to wait and wait and wait to the last second before you deliver the football, and knowing that you're going to take the hit that you took. Can kind of take us through that and what goes through your mind trying to prepare yourself for knowing you're going to have to take that hit?
Yeah, there was a little bit of a cat and mouse game going on there with us and their defense with, checks and them checking and us checking and them checking and that whole thing. And so, yeah, there I knew they were bringing cover zero blitz, and J-Mo's kind of my only option there as the quickest route coming across the formation, and just kind of had to let them clear that middle of the coverage, and because they'll drop out some of those interior guys, just kind of had to let them clear to the other side. And, with his speed, it doesn't take long, so he got over there pretty quickly and was able to put it out there for him and made a good conversion.
Speaking of cat and mouse game, the 4th and 2 late, a field goal puts you up 3 scores. You guys break the huddle. It's on their 6-yard line. You get them to jump off sides. I feel like you guys even did it differently than everybody else because viewing on TV, you can almost tell when a team's trying to get somebody to jump off sides. And you guys were so standard operating procedure. Was that part of the plan there is we're not going to make it as obvious as everybody else does?
Yeah, we do put a lot of time into, that situation and trying to get people to jump off sides. I take a lot of pride in it, making it all look the same. And we've been pretty successful at it this year. We've had a bunch of those down in their tie up 4th down. And I think a lot of it's the Dan Campbell effect. We've shown to go for it on a lot of these fourth downs. So they can't just say, oh yeah, they're just not going to snap it and they're going to kick the field goal. They have to be geared up and ready to go because we may snap it. We have snapped it. I think that Green Bay game, everyone thought we weren't going to snap that one, and sure enough, we did. We fired off the ball and were able to pick up the first down, kick the field goal. So teams remember that stuff. They see it, and they were ready to go. But, yeah, we got them to jump.
After Terrion Arnold goes out of the game, they kick a field goal. It's 10-9. Do you say anything on the sidelines, or does the offense get together and say, all right, we got to kick things into gear now? We've been kind of slow motion a little bit here. We need to start scoring because you guys end up scoring 3 straight touchdowns. What's said on the sideline? Any words go between the offense and the defense?
No, not much is said. We knew we were so dang close all day. We were just getting we were getting stifled a little bit. Their defense was doing a good job, and I was trying to settle in a little bit and see things, and they were doing some things a little bit differently. And you give them a ton of credit, man. They were making it hard on us early, and but I think you give us a ton of credit for adjusting and making it work in that second half. And certainly up front, those guys protecting for me and opening those run lanes were incredible all day, and obviously what Gibbs did was incredible. But yeah, it was just once we settled in, we knew we were so close. We knew what they were doing on defense. We just kind of had to, do our job just a little bit better, identify what they were doing a little bit better, and execute, and we were on our way.
It kind of goes underrated the way that the adjustments come at halftime. I mean, the defense, after I said that field goal, they shut things down. Your offense, you guys pick things up. How underrated is it of what goes on at halftime with the coordinators and the team coming together and figuring things out?
Yeah, sometimes there's a lot that goes on. Sometimes there's nothing that goes on. Sometimes we're just hanging out, getting a little water, getting a little bit of a breather. And but yeah, in a game like that, yeah, there's absolutely some adjustments made. And Ben and the staff and AG and his staff are making changes and making sure we're on what we need to be on, and then come out in the second half and get ready to go from there.
Have you seen all the speculation this week about your offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, and head coaching positions?
No, what are they saying?
They're saying he's got 3 interviews lined up for later this week.
3? Wow. All right. Good for him.
How would you characterize your feelings towards that? I'm sure you'd love to keep him, but
he's had interviews before, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I obviously I love Ben. He's the best, and I wish him the best in whatever he ends up doing, but he knows I'd like to have him for at least one more, and we'll see where it goes.
You said something I thought that was really interesting on the Peacock postgame show. You said that one of his strengths is provides you clarity, and you guys problem solve together. Can you give us an example, whether it was from this game or any game this year, where during the week is a great example of Ben Johnson providing Jared Goff clarity and problem solving an issue that a team was potentially going to give you?
Yeah, it's going to be hard for me to give you an example because it's all day, every day. That's what we're doing, kind of, is talking through these problems and fixing these problems. And, whether it's first or second down, whether it's third down, whether it's red zone, all we're doing is trying to, simplify it for myself. And I'm just constantly asking him questions. And I think a lot of times, in our little post-practice meetings that we have is just me, hammering out some of the issues that I may see, and him going, no, we're good because of this, that, and the other, or yeah, that's a good idea, we should add this. And so we're just constantly fixing problems, and I'm very thankful to have a coach who listens and who wants to hear from me and wants to hear what I have to say and ideas, and it's been fun to get some of those ideas in, and certainly when they're your own, you feel like you need to make them work. So it's fun to be in working with him.
Got to be fun to work with an offense like this. What Jahmyr Gibbs has done all season, and the game he had on Sunday night, and then watching Jameson Williams, you get him over 1,000 yards. It's got to be a quarterback's dream to step into an offense that has this many weapons.
Yeah, it really is. It's been so fun for me, and really for years now. It's been a lot of fun to be with these guys, and to just the continuity of who we have up front, who we have at the skill positions. Myself coming back for the 4th year now. It's fun, man. It really is, and it's explosive. It's smart. It's fast. It's it's aggressive. It's physical. It's everything you want in offense, and we've had good success, and now it's time to keep it going.
So can you compare it all, what was like going into this year's playoffs compared to what you felt like going into last year's playoffs? I don't know. It seems pretty similar, I guess. I'm not sure. The difference is we don't have to play this week. I know that's not a great answer that's
for you.
A big one, yeah.
Yeah, we get a little bit of rest. We feel good. We don't know who we're going to play yet. We'll find out in about a week and go from there. But yeah, I think we feel about the same. But I think last year after losing that NFC Championship, it created this little fire within everybody of going like, all right, we're not going to let that happen again. And it started right there, right then there in that locker room after that game, and that's kind of carried through the off season and now into this season. And I guess that would be the difference.
We've talked a lot about the Detroit football culture. How would you describe the culture of the Detroit Lions locker room?
Yeah, it's pretty strong. It really is, and starts with Dan, obviously, and trickles into his coaches, trickles into our players, and We don't care where, when, how, in what way. We're going to find a way to win. Even when everyone's saying we should rest our starters against the Niners, we're going to go out there and play and find a way to win. And that's probably the reason why we won against the Vikings, because we play all our starters in that San Francisco game, right? Like that's got to be the reason why. So, no, I'm just playing around. But I wanted to give somebody a hard time about that, because I think when Dan makes decisions like that and they're questioned after they work, it's pretty fascinating to me.
Of course. All right, final thing. You guys, from me, you guys have become a sensation. And in Detroit, even around the country, did you see the video of actor-comedian Dax Shepard at the Golden Globes watching your game on his cell phone? The Michigan native.
I saw that. I think that, Dax is from here, right?
Yep.
That was cool. He's obviously a fan, and I'm a fan of his, and it's fun. It's fun when that crossover happens, and we're doing some fun things right now, and it's fun to be a part of, and I'm happy to be here and happy to be winning and happy that Dax is watching. It's fun.
Of the crossovers and the people you've gotten to meet, the famous people, what's been the coolest for you?
Oh man, it's hard to beat Eminem. He's up there, and got to meet him a couple times, and he's my favorite artist ever, and seeing him at the games always gets me fired up too, and I love that he loves rooting us on.
What's the toughest part about being a quarterback in the NFL? I know I would imagine every quarterback has a different thing, whether it's just processing the plays or reading a defense, whatever it is, just dealing with the media on a daily basis. What is it for you?
Yeah, for me, it's probably this show every Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, I'm totally kidding. It's probably the balance of just time and when to push and pull as a leader, and how to handle certain situations in a locker room, and obviously on the football stuff on the field is challenging as itself, but outside of that, just handling daily life and your time management, and still trying to be a great husband and son and brother, and at the same time be a great teammate, and that's the part that you try to balance, and I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job of that, but it's always a challenge.
Lastly, Doug had mentioned to me the other day that for the first time he tried the cold plunge. I'm wondering, is Jared Goff a cold plunge guy?
Yeah, I do. I do like the cold plunge, and there was a time where I was doing it a little bit more consistently than I am right now, and you guys are giving me a little kick in the butt. Then I guess I got to go do it. But I will certainly be doing it this week on our recovery week, rest week, and getting my body back. But I am a fan of it, and think you guys should do it more often. You guys should try doing it every day. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't know that that's going to happen. I tried it once, and it was excruciating. But final thing for me, I lied, Jared. I got one more thing, because I think it's important. Being at home, the difference the fans make. Talking to the fans right now, tell them what it's like playing at Ford Field as the Lions quarterback.
Yeah, we have the best fans in the world, and it's such an advantage for us being in front of them, and the energy and passion they bring, and the feelings they give us pregame, during the game, the whole thing. It's such an insane atmosphere, and that's not even to mention the false starts and the delay games that they're causing, and so they know it, but they're certainly helping us win a lot of these games, and to get this home field advantage and to be in front of them and to give them that reward, I guess, to come out and help us win these games is all you can ask for. And I know they'll be fired up, and whatever it is 2 weeks from now, and we'll be ready to go too. But can't wait to play in front of them for 2 more games.
Jared, appreciate your time, and I think given all that you've done for Detroit, I think the least Gator and I can do is do the cold plunge.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, we'll commit. We'll commit
every day. It's not supposed to be easy. That's why it's good for you.
There you go.
Thanks for your time. Good luck. We appreciate it.
All right, guys. Thank you.
There he is, Lions quarterback Jared Goff joins us every Tuesday. What a great way to start the show.